This was my first ever telephoto lens, the Tamron 70-300, and I used to use this lens all the time out at the motocross tracks to capture fast action. And I've went out and bought the lens again. So back when I first started shooting motocross, the Tamron 70-300 barely left my Pentax K-70, and that combo helped me capture some of my favourite images to date. I ended up selling that lens when I upgraded to the Pentax 55-300 PLM, and honestly, I always sort of regretted it, so I went out and picked up another copy. My first copy of the lens was the older LD version. This one is the LD DI. It's the same optical design, but it's optimised for digital sensors. It's also my first time using it on the Pentax K-3 and the Pentax K-3 Mark III, so I'm really curious to see how it holds up. Obviously, it's not going to outperform the 55-300 PLM. That lens is in a different league altogether in my opinion, but when we're talking about budget-friendly telephoto lenses, this Tamron is hard to beat. This lens is lightweight, mostly plastic, but it feels solid. The zoom ring is smooth, and the manual focus, well, it isn't bad for this price range. There's no weather sealing and the autofocus is screw driven, so you're going to hear this thing working. But on both of these Pentax bodies, it's surprisingly responsive, especially in good light. In terms of image quality, it's about what I remembered, sharp in the centre and fairly soft at the long end, especially at f5.6. But when you stop it down to f8, this thing tightens up pretty well. The colours have that Tamron punch to them, great contrast and nice saturation. You'll see some purple fringing in high contrast scenes, but that's easily fixed in post. For fast action like motocross, the Tamron surprisingly does a good job, again especially considering the price that you can pick this lens up at. Although there wasn't any motocross bikes flying around in the country park I was filming at, I did manage to lock on focus on a few fast blowing leaves. Now, if we're comparing this lens directly to the 55-300 PLM, the Tamron definitely shows its age. It's slower, louder, and not quite as sharp, but again, this thing costs a fraction of the price. I would say if you're new to telephoto lenses or you're on a budget, you basically can't go wrong with this Tamron. It's a great teacher and it's fun to use. So does this lens live up to what I remember? Well, to be honest, it does, maybe even a little more so than what I remember. It's not perfect, but it's reliable, and to be honest, it's reminded me of why I fell in love with photography in the first place. So, if you're shooting Pentax, or any other brand of camera for that matter, and you're on the lookout for a budget-friendly telephoto lens, I don't think that you can go too far wrong with the Tamron 70-300. That's all for this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.